let's try to go through all 7 drive modes in this Ford Explorer ST model as quickly as possible. All the Ford models have basically the same drive modes. You might have fewer drive modes than this Ford Explorer because this has the tow haul package and the trail package. Basically what you're going to want to do is, let's start off in normal mode. So in normal mode, so what it's going to want to do is it's going to basically put everything in the Goldilocks mode, which means perfect airflow mixture, exactly the way the engine's designed. The shift mode and the shift points for the transmission are going to be in basically a very comfort mode. Basically shift at too late or too early. It's basically right at the right time while you're driving in normal conditions. The intelligent 4-wheel drive, it's going to be rear wheel biased, power to the rear wheels, and then but when you punch it, or if you have a slippery condition, all the wheels will actually engage and it'll be an all-wheel drive. So let's go to the first mode. So on this particular model, the first mode is going to be the tow haul package, towing and hauling any big vehicles like a boat, a dump trailer, or another vehicle. Basically, it's going to show you on your cluster all the types of information that you're going to need. It's going to change the shift points, so basically it's not going to shift as often, so it's going to minimize the amount of shifts that you have. The next mode is sport mode. And in sport mode, it's exactly what you think. So it's going to basically increase the air fuel mixture. It's going to give you a little bit more torque, a little bit more horsepower. It's going to be rear wheel drive biased, but it will be all-wheel drive and still run an all-wheel drive when it needs to be. Third mode is going to be in eco mode, so that's exactly what you think it is. It's going to basically try to save as much fuel as possible and basically do everything in the engine dynamics to basically save you as much fuel as possible. Intelligent all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive basically acts the same as normal mode. I think basically it's like probably 80% rear, 20% front wheel drive, and then when things slip, it's going to basically revert to 4-wheel drive. Next mode is going to be the normal mode, which is what's engaged when you originally start the car and get into it, and we talked about that already. Next mode is going to be slippery mode. Obviously what that does is it basically utilizes your limited slip differential. It's going to want to basically maximize the amount of power that goes to the wheel that's not slipping rather than the wheel that's slipping, and help you throughout some slippery condition. The next mode is going to be trail mode, and what that does is as you see on the left hand side, it turns the limited slip differential off, and it basically utilizes and engages all 4-wheel drives at all moments. I don't know the exact percentages for front wheel drive or wheel drive or what exactly happened, but I'm sure that it's set up in a way so that if you're basically on a trail and you're running into slippery conditions, it's going to want to engage all 4 tires rather than utilizing the limited slip differential, because it's going to want to engage all tires. So at the moment that each tire's engaged with the dirt or the mud or whatever trail you're on, it's going to want to continue to push through. The next mode is going to be, and the last mode is a deep snow condition. It's exactly like the trail mode. The characteristics are very similar. The limited slip differential is still off, and basically it's going to utilize the intelligent 4-wheel drive to its maximum to basically help you get through all of those difficult situations.